Good morning, beautiful people. Your girl is back and expect to see me weekly, okay? Because I will be doing lives on a weekly basis, maybe 2 times a week. I want to say 3, but let's not stretch it. I am still a mother and a wife, okay? And so life be lifing. But y'all, check out my crochet wig, honey. This is a crochet wig that I made and customized, and I've had this for 5 years now. This is the wig that I made for my mother's birthday party that I had for her. And like, look at it close up. Still got access to your scalp with the parts. We got a little seamless hairline action, okay, going on. And basically my hair underneath is protected, even though it's crazy up under here. But it is protected. And I just put comb clips in there. I'm going to make some human hair ones as well. This is for my winter babes who just don't have time to come in and get their hair done, or just really need something easy when they're not able to come to me. So, and yes, we have some funky locks because your girl is funky like that. I got a, little funk in there. Anyways, so really, we were talking about client stylist drama, right? If you've seen the post on my page, which had a video with saying POV when your client don't show up and you have to charge them for a no-show fee, or you just take deposits and so that's supposed to act as a no-show fee. Well, listen, I had to come to you and give you, I should have had my tea cup. I usually do drink tea in the morning. I should get it because I be thirsty a little bit after I talk a lot. But anyways, the real tea is, I have not charged consultations. Let me back up. I have not charged a deposit fee in a year and change. And it's interesting because when I first started doing that, I was really nervous that I was going to get a lot of no-shows. Because I was changing apps and I'm with Vagaro now, and I love Vagaro. They're pretty good. I didn't love the fact that I wasn't able to charge consultations right away. And I think you can with Vagaro. But there was other apps that I tried before that didn't. So it was like trial and error. And there was some other issues going on with some of those apps I had before. So they wasn't really quite for me. So I decided to go with Vagaro. And since I wasn't charging deposits, and still was having my clients show up, I was just like, okay, amazed. But at the time I had so many clients, that just had dramas, whether it was chargebacks or not showing up or just not having an understanding or a clear expectation of what their styles was, that I just really didn't like the space of doing people hair anymore. Like, I don't know what's going on right now, but that's awesome. Thank you for that. But I really just did not like the space I was in anymore. With clients, it was just like one thing after another. And so at that point, I was so frustrated, so fed up. I was like, I am not taking any more new clients without a new client consultation. Like, I completely understood why people were posting no new clients. But my thing is like, but I wanted to take new clients. If I didn't take new clients, like, I might not have no money. My loyals, they wear their crochets for a minute. And so I'm not seeing no income flow without it, because all I do is crochet. So I need new clients. So I was like, yo, how am I going to make this work? I'm tired of new clients. They're just not getting it. The crazies are coming out during the summer, and I'm just like, how do I avoid this space? Because mentally, spiritually, I could not take that energy anymore. And so I decided that I was going to do new client consultations. Honey, it changed the game completely for me. Okay, when I tell you it changed the game completely, it changed the game completely. I was able to take new client consultation, even though in the beginning it was still kind of trying to figure out what my ideal client looked like. So that's something that you need to know. What does your ideal client look like? And yes, I had a survey form that people need to fill out just in case they miss the new client consultation. And if they fill it out and they missed it, I still would take it because I still need to talk to you live. I need to feel your energy. You need to be able to pick me and I pick you, right? That's what a consultation is really all about, is you picking them and they picking you, making sure that you guys are right for each other. That's what it's all about. Because I've had clients who did the consultation and never booked, but they didn't waste my time because they paid for it, right? And then I had some consultation that I had to say, well, maybe this doesn't work for you. And we both agreed that you're not the right fit. I'm not the right fit for you. We're just not going to book. Okay. And that was completely fine. I used to be in a space where I was just like, you got to get butts in seat, And it was, even though I told my students, make sure you identify your ideal client, I kind of was just like committed to butts and seats because I had other stylists. And so I wanted to make sure that everybody was booked. But now I'm in this space where I'm just on my own and I'm connecting with my people, who my ideal client is. And so once I identify who that was, which is more mature women, women with a certain, area and line of work. I want to say that. I don't know how best to say it, but you get what I'm saying. Those are my ideal clients. And so I noticed that with the people that I would accept bookings for, and how smooth it went and how amazing it was. And, drama free, like my space is drama free, because they were able to see my energy, see how I engage with them via consult, see if I'm in the right one, see how my customer service was, and my customer service is A1. Why? Because of the experiences that I gained before I became a seamless crochet technician. And I was always in customer service field. Okay, I worked retail. I worked many jobs. It was always customer service. Whether I was a receptionist, front desk, it was still customer service. I've done that too. So customer service has always been key for me and vital for me with bringing in clientele and keeping clientele. Okay, I'm very professional, but yeah, we get in the chair. I'm your therapist too. We can have a little drink of wine. I'm real too, right? But treating people with kindness and great customer service goes a very long way. I feel like a lot of new gens have forgotten that, right? They just butts in seats, get into the money, and forget that we are people too, and you want to treat people how you would want to be treated. So all in all, consultation helped me in a major way. So with that being said, you have to know the questions you need to ask. Whenever I'm doing a new client consultation, I'm asking them, have you ever had crochet braids before? You want to know if you're popping their cherry. Okay, you want to know if they're new to this. They need to know what to expect, what it needs to look like, because they might be the type of client who only wear their hair and wear it permed or pressed. And so they are used to flat hair, flat to their head. They're not used to body. So this might be taking them out of the box. You might have a client who's used to lace front wigs. So they want the parts to look close and they want it to lay flat to the scalp. And crochet is none of that. So this helps set the expectations of your clients. All right. So you're asking them, have you had crochet braids before? And if you have, what was your experience when you had crochet braids with your other stylist? Have you had the seamless hairline before? Have you had the opportunity? You're trying to figure out why me, why you're stopping going from them and coming to me. And it would be either one, they didn't do the human hair, or they've never had the seamless crochet hairline, or one, they just didn't like the type of crochet braids they did, right? Now, if it's a complaint about the stylist, I'm usually pretty radar up at that point when they have an issue with the stylist. And I want to know more. Tell me why you had an issue with the stylist. What was the issue? Was she late? Did she notify you? that she was going to be late. Like, I want to know, because I want to know if it's you, or if it's actually the stylist, or maybe it's just a chair hopper, and I don't really love chair hoppers, but I have a few myself, so I take them from time to time. Sometimes it's just the fact that this person is closer to them, or they might be booked out and I have availability, it's okay. So I'll take that too. But no biggie to me, because money is green at the end of the day, and I know my style of work and so on and so forth. But, some chair hoppers, all depending on, I'm like, But anyways, so I also make sure that the client has their camera on, because I want to know the condition of your hair. I want to know, do you have edges? Okay. I want to know, do you have any alopecia, any thinning, anything like that? Because in order for me to give you the best results, I have to know the area of concerns that I will be challenged with. I need to make sure that I am prepared with the right tools, nets, and all that for your custom install, because every install is custom to the client. So make sure that they have their camera on. Okay. Make sure they don't have, well, I have a wig on, or I got braids in my hair. All that is very deceiving. When a client has their hair braided down, you cannot tell. If you could probably tell by the density of the braids, but you can't tell if they have really a lot of thinning, because you could slick hair back in the front and braid it all in, that it looks like they have full edges. Meanwhile, they have areas of spotting, thinning, little holes here, and that definitely does require some customization when it comes to me performing my duties of giving you the seamless hairline service. So I need to know all of that. All right, so make sure that you do that. That's two. Actually, that's one. They need to have a camera on. And two would be, have you had crochet braids before? And if so, was it the seamless hairline or something like it? And just let them know it's completely different if you are a seamless hairline technician. And if you're not, make sure you take the class. Sign up for the class. It's online. It's self-paced. I've decided to no longer do hands-on. It will be online, self-paced, and the Zooms. Make sure you join the Zooms, because the Zooms is pretty much like hands-on. You get to see me and see you ask questions, all that great stuff. Okay. All right. And in our classes online, they are very detailed. There's no way that you should be stuck. The only reason why you would be stuck is if it's mental. Because you don't trust yourself. So we do Zooms to give you that confidence of your work being good. Everybody wants to raise their hand up and say, teacher, did I do well? Sometimes you just need that reassurance, and I totally get it. I am that type of person too. So this is why we do live group Zooms, and you get feedback within your community as well, that it looks awesome. So just leave your feedback there. But if you're shy, I understand, do it on the Zoom. All right. So, yeah, so you ask if there's any concerns about their hair, right? So that's the other question. Ask and see if they have any concerns. And what are your concerns? Sometimes it may be too much tension. The last stylist used too much tension, and so you notice your edges is fragile and thinning. Maybe you're tender-headed. Maybe you have an allergy to human hair or synthetic hair, or you have an allergy to gel. I've experienced all these things, and so I make sure that I do this Zoom to find things out. But yeah, of course, I'm not going to retain this all in my mind, right? I'm usually doing these consults to make sure that I'm the right fit for you, and you're the right fit for me. Some of you guys want me to do an apple cider vinegar rinse. Well, listen, baby, I do not have time to pre-prep. Okay, I'm not a pre-prepper. I am very busy. I'm a mother and a wife. I'm dropping off kids to school before I head to work, or I'm doing something else, but I'm not a pre-prepper. Okay, so I will tell you to do your apple cider vinegar rinse, make sure the hair is dry, and then bring it. Okay, or we're doing a human hair for you with your synthetic allergies. So stuff like that, you kind of want to be able to manage their expectations. Let them know what your policies and procedures are. Basically, letting them know your boundaries, okay, and what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do, and the same thing for them, vice versa, right? What you're willing to, I'm not willing for you to braid up on my edges, and I don't use jam on my hair at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are setting, managing expectation and boundaries, right, with your client doing consultations. And like I said, I do not retain all of this information. Baby, do not expect me to retain all this information. So guess what? On top of my client consultation, there is a form that you will fill out. Some people are so lazy. They like, I already filled out the form. Do I still need to do a consultation? I say yes. And if they have an attitude about having to do that, then you're not my type of client, because you're not willing to follow my policies and procedures. And if you're a client who don't read and you just bypass everything and booked an appointment when it clearly states big on the website and in Vagaro, there's so many places to read it that you must do a new client consultation. And it's even on my page. And if somehow you missed it and I let you know, like, hey, you missed it, or somehow you were able to book anyway and you just decide not to do it, then you're not my right client. I will deny your appointment and I will send you a link to book a new client consultation. And if it's too last minute for you, meaning that you booked last minute and want it today or the next day, and I don't do same day, but I do 24 hours, and you want it the next day, then we're going to have to move your appointment. Or if you don't want to, then it's fine. I'm over here like money comes, money flows. I am abundance. I am not just taking any client, because my peace matters more. And when I'm in a constant state of gratitude, money flows abundantly my way anyway, right? So that is my thought process. That's my mind frame. That's my mindset shift that I went through and I've experienced. So I know, right? And you guys might be in a different place where you're in the grind, but slowly but surely you would get a momentum and a flow and know what needs to shift and what works for you and what doesn't, right? So this is my personal. And if you try this, let me know how it works for you. Leave it in a comment below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you like all that good stuff if this was very helpful to you. All right. So also in your consultations, be present, right? We all know in your consultations, they're via Zoom. They could be FaceTime, however you want to do it. We all know in your consultations, you could be driving, you could be with your child, you could be eating, you could be washing dishes, you could be with a client trying to do it. Don't do that. Be present. Be present. Because there's no way you can gauge and really have a feel for a person if you're not present in the conversation. There will be certain triggers, certain things you hear that lets you know that this client is not for me. It could be her attitude, how she comes off, but you're missing it because you're not present. You're too busy doing something with that client. And that could turn the client off too. Like, I paid for this consultation, 15 minutes of your time, and you're not even really giving me all your time. So be present in your consultations, okay? That's very important. Also, with your consultation, what I love the benefit of having, I don't know if FaceTime does this, but I am very familiar with Zoom. So I do my consultations via Zoom, via Acuity. I currently do have it with Vagaro, but it doesn't allow you to share the screen. So I let them book the appointment in Vagaro, pay for it, and then send them a Zoom link to join. I'm about to switch that up because I just connected my Acuity back. I like how they have it set up more. And it's fairly cheap to have both Vagaro and Acuity. Acuity is really, really cheap. And I'm just going to use it probably for consults and other different things in the future. We'll see. But anyhow, so I use Zoom to do my consultations. And what I love about the feature of Zoom is that I'm able to share the screen and they're able to share their screen as well. This is very beneficial for our visual clients. All right. I am a visual learner. All right. And my son is a kinesthetic learner. I think I'm both though. I like hands-on, but I'm very visual as well, like in motion visual. And so what I tend to do and what I love about it is if you're a new client, you never had crochet braids before, or if you have crochet braids before and you're not familiar with how we do things, I like to run them through my portfolio. Now, where is my portfolio? Ladies, if you did not know, Instagram is a directory for hairstylists, okay? You use it as your yellow pages, okay? So if you're an 80s baby, if you understand what yellow pages are, you use it as your directory, okay? It is your basically almost like your Google search, okay, with hashtags, okay. So hashtags are important too, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But yeah, so always make sure that you run them through your portfolio so they can see how you perform your work, how the end results look in real life, right? Even though it's virtual, it's on a screen, it's still, video does show your workmanship really well. Like I will show my parts, how it looks up in the bun in the seamless hairline. They might want to know what kind of hair you provide. What hair is this? Or what kind of human hair you provide and what it looks like. You might be telling them, hey, we have this, and they can't see it. Or they see it in the bundle on the website, but they can't visualize it on them or on the person. And so walking them through your Instagram portfolio is essentially showing them what it looks like in real life, right? So they can have a great visual of what this install does, how it looks, and how it performs, and how it will benefit them as well. And so that really helps. And that gets them to booking right away if they love what you do. If they don't quite so love what you do or quite so understand it, or they're kind of like on the fence, let them go. They're not the client for you. You don't want to have to convince nobody. Your work is your work, and you can only make your work look like how it looks like in real life, right? And so that's essentially what I do when I am doing my consultation. Now, your clients may have some pictures of their own and want to share their screen. So I'll allow them to do that too. I'll show them my work, or they'll show me that their pictures are what they're hoping to expect. And if it's unrealistic, I'm like, no, baby girl, let me show you to my Instagram page. This is what my work look like. This is what it's gonna look like. Is this good for you? Because that's what I do. And if they're like, yeah, I like that. All right, we book. Oh, well, I still kind of want it flat. Can we make it flat to the scalp like this picture right here? Baby, there I just said I can't do that. So I'm sorry. We can't continue services. We can't book you. How about that? Not continue services. We ain't ever started, but we can't book you. Right? And that's okay. That is okay to do that. Okay. They might know someone else who might love the style and refer them to you. So know your ideal client and stick to that, right? So those are the things that I do during my consultation. It's very informative, very simple at the same time. And then you book them on the phone right there, right then, and book out your week. Now, some of you stylists like certainty. So you like to be booked out weeks in advance. Me, because I have kids and sometimes their school do stuff last minute. But I also have a husband. I am not, alone or paying all the bills myself. So I can understand wanted to be booked out weeks in advance. I understand that. For me, that is not something I actually desire, because I like to be able to change up my calendar if I need to. And if I need to block off some time for my family or for my children, my husband, whatever personal time I may be sick or need to reset or work on something else, then I can do so, right? That's the benefit of me doing it the way that I do to accommodate my lifestyle. Y'all want to say this. Make sure you have work-life balance, okay? Make sure that the business you are running accommodates your lifestyle, the life that you envisioned for yourself. Okay? Make sure that you are doing that. Now, like I said before, I understand the grind to get it to lift off. It takes a certain type of grind, a certain type of hustle to be consistent, to shift a mindset from where it was before, from a mindset of non-belief to believing in yourself, to be consistent enough to continue. It does take that. So I understand the grind in the beginning. There's a certain point in your life, though, where it's like, okay, we lifted off. Now I need to shift. Okay. Now I need to find harmony with everything in my life with this. Because if you stay in a consistent flow of work, grind, and never find work-life balance, you're going to get burnout. And sis, I could tell you all about burnout. I've kind of been MIA for a minute because I was burnt out. No life work balance and no really evolving, right? I've evolved in multiple different ways, but my mindset was still in lack. Like you gotta do this. There's not enough. If you don't, you're gonna fall off or blah, blah, blah. Don't subscribe to that. Honey, I'm in my soft girl era, okay? I'm still getting to them dollars at the same time. Like, it don't change. It's just that you change how you think about things. And you created time for your husband and your children. You created work-life balance. And so I don't want nobody to fall into that. So everything I do is for work-life balance. It is customized for my life, right? So I don't like to be booked way out. Like, I will do 2 weeks max. Don't book me for 2-3 months or for the whole year. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing in the whole year. Hell, wait, COVID happened. We don't even know if we're gonna still be alive. Like, thank God, I am gonna be alive. But what I'm saying is, there is a sense of unsurety there. Don't book me for a whole year. I don't want to be booked out for a whole year. I got other things I got going on that I like doing. I got holidays that I like to take. I like vacations. I got children, birthdays, and stuff like that. Don't do that. I mean, for all those who love it, that's amazing. Okay. Blessings to you. I do like to be booked and busy, but I like to choose. I like to plan out my week, how it's going, and I like to put my clients in positions around that. Okay. I come first. That's real self-care. I am grateful. Honestly, I am so grateful for my clients. But my well-being comes first. There was a time that it didn't. But now it does. Because I got really burned out, sick, frustrated, health concerns, all of that. I took my life back. Okay? I work out. I lost weight. I feel good. I feel healthier. I feel better in my body. I feel better in my mind. I have peace. I have gratitude. I get to do this. It doesn't get to do me. Okay? So I just wanted to take a break to say that part. All right. So hopefully y'all heard that and that helps somebody, whoever dealing with work-life balance issues. Because if anybody deals with work-life balance issues, it is honestly entrepreneurs. And not only that, entrepreneurs that are women, okay? Because we are mothers and we are wives. Same as men are fathers and their husbands, but our duty are a little different. Like, nurturing takes time. We are nurturers. We have to nurture everyone in our household. And it's just like an innate duty that we do. Just like we nurture women's crowns, right? If you're a hairstylist. But you got to also nurture yourself too, because we nurture everybody else and then lack nurturing ourselves, taking care of ourselves, make sure our hygiene, like different things, not just hygiene, but hair, this, all that stuff, mentally, spiritual, all this stuff. And so you have to make sure that your life is harmonizing with the life that you see yourself having, right? As you get to another achievement life, okay, is this part of the vision? Write the vision and make it plain. Always check to see it. Is this part of the vision? If it's not, exit. Okay. That's where I'm at with it. So, yeah, it's so important to have work-life balance as a female entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur, period. But at me being a female entrepreneur, I can really connect with those women who are mothers and wives, and knowing the difficulty of harmonizing with it all, making sure that you get to be present with your kids. You get to be present with your husband. You get to be present for family and friends even. Like, I know people who went so hard, and I was once this person going so hard, I can't go to family stuff, or I'm not present at family stuff. I'm still texting clients and inboxing clients and messaging and making sure that I'm present with them so I never fall off. Meanwhile, I'm falling off the bandwagon for my own self and my family. I remember a time when my baby was a baby, because I started doing hair in my living room and she was a baby in a little book bag. And, I was able to get a nanny in the home with me to take care of her while I did my work. And that was very beneficial. But even though it was beneficial, like, I legit miss my baby walking. Like, I swear she was walking before the time I saw her walking, because she was running. And I was looking like, nah, you was walking before this. Ain't no way. None of my other 2 kids that I was present for started walking the way you was walking. Like, you legit just, girl, you been doing this. And I missed it. And nobody said nothing to me. The nanny didn't tell me nothing. And she did start walking home. Maybe the nanny wasn't even paying attention. And when that happened, I was just like, I want to be more present for my kids. Like, this is not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. But sometimes you sacrifice, right? So that was an unfortunate sacrifice that I made. Sometimes you sacrifice, but not all the time do you have to, right? So once you find that harmony and balance in work life, and I say balance, but really harmony, because you got to find harmony with everything. I don't think anything balances, because then you got to prioritize certain things before things. But what if everything means that much to you, right? And so what if you can just harmonize it all? Like, I'm doing this, but I'm not just this. Like, flow with it in harmony, right? That's me. I just feel like balance just seems like a hard job to do, like work. That's what it felt like when I was trying to balance, and I could never get it. And so what I realized, that you allow things to harmonize together like a beautiful tune of soprano, alto, tenor, all those people singing together. Nobody is overheard or unseen. They all sound different, but harmonize together in a beautiful flow of harmony, right? So that's how I'm looking at it. But anyways, I hope this helped you guys with this consultation thing. And if you don't know who I am, I'm going to consistently, every time I show up on here, reintroduce myself. My name is Janice McBride, the owner and founder of Angelically Natural. I am also a USPTO patented inventor of the seamless crochet hairline method and tool. All right. And so I'm excited to bring more of this hacks and awesome, educational information to you on how to start your business, whether you are a braider at home, whether you are a single mom trying to figure things out as an entrepreneur, whether you are a professional licensed stylist. All this information can benefit you, because we know that hair school only teach you so much, right, when it comes to business. And we also know that as an entrepreneur, you're constantly figuring things out. And sometimes it can feel like you're in a rat race, it can feel like you're on a hamster wheel, figuring things out over and over and not really getting it maybe as fast as you would like. But I also realize that time is an illusion, and it's all about momentum and pacing yourself. And eventually you'll get it, because when you don't have money to pay other people to do it, then you find yourself paying in time. And that's okay too. Pace yourself. Be patient with yourself. It's already happening for you. As long as you make the vision, write it out, and be clear, know that God is already making it happen for you. And if you are a braider at home and you do it as a hobby, but you're really trying to figure out what direction you want to go into, then maybe you want to check out the seamless hairline technique. I know for me and my family, this has set us on course for 6-figure income. And I've never imagined that not only just the income, but this being a full-time opportunity for me to live the life that I desire. And it was just figuring out something that worked for me. And so if you want to learn the technique and you want to learn how to create and cultivate a business around your life, around the ideal life you desire without getting burnout, continue to follow me. Continue to listen to these lives. Take the class even, and learn the technique. I'm not here to sell you anything, but that's what I have to offer you. And so blessings to you guys. And I hope that helps you a lot, this information alone. And if it does, like I said, make sure that you like, follow, share, subscribe, so you know when I have another live going on. Okay. Also, make sure you follow us on YouTube if you want to see this content as well recorded. And I will make sure that I share it to this page as well and every social media platform that I'm on. Just Google me, Janice McBride, and you'll find me on all social media platforms. You can also Google Angelically Natural or go to the link in the bio and find us there. And if you'd like to subscribe to our emails with our blogs, because I also write, I'm a writer, soon author, okay, putting it out there in the atmosphere. Follow us on our blogs to get more information and also discounts on our courses and when we have upcoming lives or events you may want to know about. All right, so stay tuned for more next time. Peace.